What's up, guys? Aroneous here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing night or day, whatever that may be, or whenever you watch this video. Hopefully you had an amazing weekend. I myself had an amazing weekend. I ended up having a baby shower because I have a new family member coming soon. It's going to be a baby girl, so I'm extremely excited about that. And then I, for the first time, ended up going golfing. Went with 4 other friends, family, and it was fun. I actually had a great time. We did 18 holes. It was a 6-hour bout though, so that was a little bit of a stretch for me. You know, I've never actually done that before, so going right into it with 18, for most people probably would be a lot. And for me, I think it was a lot, but I still had a great time, you know? So overall, I actually hit fairly decent. Wasn't keeping track and score with regard to like par, bogey, birdie, and whatnot, because let's be honest, I didn't do that amazing, but I hit way better than I expected. So for a first time going at 18 holes, 6 hours, I thought it was awesome. But you know, what was more awesome was the baby shower, of course. You know, the spread was amazing. My girlfriend's mom did an amazing job, and they just killed it. Everybody that helped put my baby shower together with my girlfriend, it was like a Jack and Jill baby shower, right? It was just amazing. I had an amazing time. The food was great, and the people were just super, super awesome. So yeah, so let's get into this. We're going to be doing Sand Devil's Necropolis. I'm going to be doing stage 24, actually. So stage 24 of Sand Devil's Necropolis. I've been kind of testing out teams here, and right now, here's my team. So I have Mother Cybele in the lead. I've got Pythion, so something that I don't think anybody's ever showcased a Pythion in Sand Devil's Necropolis that I'm aware of. Also have Elva, and then I've got Muckstalker, of course, to keep him asleep. And then we got Geomancer. This would not work at all on stage 25 in my eyes. I don't even try it on stage 25 just because of weak affinity with Muckstalker. He just won't be able to sleep the boss. Now, the most important part about this is going to be the gear. And the reason why I say that is because Muckstalker and Geomancer are both in reflex. Now, is this going to be 100% success? Probably not, because the reason why is you get that 3% chance to not sleep the boss at the right times, and that's a huge pain. So I really, really don't like the 3%, and it's not like 3% throughout like one time. It's 3% every single time he uses this ability. So it happens way more often than you think. So I ended up putting him in reflex because I was actually losing with the same team, and I was getting around a 70 to 80% win rate. And I've only done a few fights since then, and it's 100% for now. Doesn't necessarily mean it will be 100% success rate, but this is my team. This is my free-to-play team. I do not have Godseeker and Eerie. So, you know, I've been praying for her. I've been wanting her so badly, but I just don't get lucky with my Void Shards. If you guys have been watching and tuning into my channel, I don't get lucky with them. So I'm hoping that eventually I get a Godseeker and I'll just do Godseeker and Ninja, or Godseeker and Artak, or Godseeker and any other HP burn champion, whatever they may be. But Godseeker is God tier in this stupid dungeon, because Godseeker is basically a legendary and an epic skin. You know, with Godseeker, she just does way more. She has like that passive revive, so whenever your champion dies, they just get picked back up instantly, and then she can do a revival as well. So it's pretty insane. But anyways, let's go into this run right now. Now this team here will take between 3 minutes and 30 and about 6 minutes to win. So it's not like you're not going to want to sit there and watch. You're going to want to do this like farm overnight, or farm throughout the day when you're not really paying attention. You know, you're working from home or something, whatever. Or maybe you got it in your pocket and you're at work walking around and you wanted to do something like that or whatever. But yeah, this is definitely not a team that's going to be really quick, unfortunately. But if you want to get those big potions, if you want to get those huge pots, right, then you need to farm stage 24 and 25. I mean, if you can farm a little bit lower, like if you can farm even stage 17 and make that consistent. I just don't have a team that is speed tuned to stage 17, but That's why I just wanted to get all the way to stage 24, 25, figure out a team for 24 that's going to be somewhat consistent, at least 80% or more, and then I'm just going to go with that. So the fastest time I've had with this team is 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Now, it can go from there all the way up to the longest time I ever had was 8 minutes, which is a long time, but that's because we just weren't landing our abilities every time and we get in that 3%, which is annoying, right? So let's go back into this. I'm going to go ahead and showcase to you the team setup. So with the team setup, we've got, of course, Mother Sibel in the lead. She's got Soul Shepherd as her main priority. Turn off Uncanny. You don't even need it. She's at 276 speed. She just needs high HP and high defense. So I would say at least 60,000 HP and at least 3,500 defense. If you can do more is a lot better than less. So just go as much HP and as much defense and get the speed. That's really all you need on her. And then just put her in the lead, because the boss goes at 265 speed on stage 24. So you need her to be faster than the boss. And she really should be the fastest on the team. So the next person that I have here is Pythion. I do prioritize Immortal so he can revive at the right times, and then make sure that he uses Shed Skin. You could just do this as a number 2. That's fine as well, or you could leave it off. He actually has a good AI, so he uses it when he needs to use it. So you don't actually have to turn that on to be number 2. Again, HP 73,000, 3,600, and 244 speed, 451 resistance. Now with him, he's in a, what is he in? Stone Skin. So he's actually in my arena build, which honestly, if it works, it works. I haven't changed it out. If I were to suggest a better build, it would definitely be regen, so that he can passively heal and get that decreased max HP back that the boss takes away from you. So I personally would do regen on all your champions other than Geomancer and Muckstalker. You could put Muckstalker in regen as well and it still could be successful. I just don't think it's going to be as successful if you don't put him in a reflex set. So with Pythion, that's him. And then with Geomancer, Quicksand Grasp, you're going to start off with that and you're going to prioritize that. You don't need to do Creeping Petrify at all. Just turn it off. Muckstalker, we've got Strangle. So he's just going to do Strangle. So the goal is to just get him to do Strangle over and over and over as often as possible. With Geomancer, he doesn't have like crazy stats. 44k HP, 2900 defense, 219 speed. I would say you could probably drop this back to 215 speed. Between 215 and about 230 speed is fine. And then accuracy has to be at least 505, of course. Muckstalker, 224 speed. You could do 223 up to like 230 speed, but he should be faster than Geomancer. So try to make sure he's faster than Geomancer so that Muckstalker can sleep the boss, and then Geomancer puts on the Quicksand Grasp ability. You do not want Geomancer going faster, because then he's going to try to place the Quicksand Grasp and it just won't work. So make sure Muckstalker goes first. Then you're going to have Elva last. Elva's got the Nature's Path ability there, which is super, super powerful. Nature's Path is going to be placing the block debuffs and the cleanse. So Pythion and her are super clutch with the cleansing. That's why I have them going back and forth. So they're going to keep cleansing, and the reason why is because they're cleansing the decreased speed and they're cleansing the decreased accuracy. You do not want decreased accuracy on your Muckstalker, or else you will not sleep the boss. And that's why this team is specific. Like, you have to have specific champions against this boss. This is end game, like super end game. Sand Devil's Necropolis is one of the hardest bosses in the entire game, next to like Bommel. But obviously Bommel's made a lot easier than he was before. But Bommel is like nothing in my eyes compared to this stage and stage 25 to do a 5-man team setup, because the stats are just ridiculous, right? I guess you could say Bommel might be more difficult. You can leave in the comments down below and have your argument there. But like I said, Bommel was a whole different thing. That's Doom Tower. But for this endgame dungeons, this is the hardest dungeon content in the game. So next to Shoguns, but Shoguns is easy. It's not even hard. But anyways, Strangle ability, prioritize that. Last person, Elva. So you can see she's 3 speeds slower than Mother Sibel. You need Mother Sibel to always use the Soul Shepherd. Don't put Elva ahead of Mother Sibel. She should be going right after. Okay, she's going to prioritize this ability. but she's going to start off with the A1. And then she will do the revive at the right times. My revive is on a 4 turn, but if you can get it to a 3 turn, it's just going to be a little bit better for you, for her to be able to revive and have a more successful run. And then, of course, you definitely want to have this booked, fully booked Soul Shepherd, fully booked Shed Skin, fully booked Revive, fully booked Quicksand Grasp, fully booked Strangle, and fully booked Nature's Path and Sprouting Season. Let's go right into the run. Let's see what can happen here. Hopefully we get a win and we don't get a loss here. But like I said, it's a little bit of a long run. But as you see, we're going to keep on putting up the Revive on Death. Now, the reason why I put Muckstalker is because Mother Cybele isn't completely speed tuned to a T, right? I don't have her down to the nitty gritty, okay? I wish I did, but I don't. I can't seem to finagle it because I have her fully booked. And when I said fully booked, actually you want to make it so that she has a 4 turn cooldown. So not fully booked on the A2 where she's putting the Revive on Death. You want to have it put on a... Actually, you do want a 4 turn, not a 3 turn. Because right now she's on a 3 turn cooldown for me. You want her on a 4 turn to make it a lot easier to speed tune. But I just don't have it like that, unfortunately. And I have 2 Mother Cybeles, and of course, I fully booked both of them, not realizing that you had to put it to a 4 turn cooldown on her on her Revive on Death. So that kind of stinks, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. So I just try to make a team, you know, with what I've got, right? And there, as you can see, we didn't get the sleep there. So there's the Strangle again. He must have got it on cooldown. And then we're just waiting for our Geomancer to place the Quicksand Grasp. So let's see if he places it now. There it is. And then the boss is going to wake up in a second. He's going to do damage to himself. So ultimately, this team is just here to make the boss damage himself and kill himself the entire time with Geomancer's passive. And this is the only team I could think of creating right now, just because I don't know all the speeds to a T. But I figured, you know, might as well make a Muckstalker here. Let me go ahead and put in Mother Cybele because she's going to do Revive on Death. I've got Pythion because he's a big healer. And when the boss is asleep, Pythion sometimes does his big heal ability and can heal the decreased max HP, which is very nice. But is it necessary for him to do that every time? I'm going to say yes, because if you don't have a healer when the boss is asleep, then unfortunately that boss is just going to do raw damage against you. And eventually you're just going to die naturally instead of dying from the boss's feasting swarm ability. So you do want to try to heal up as much as you can. Plus that A1 that's on Pythion is also super clutch, because the A1 heals up as well their enemy max HP their HP that's been decreased with the 2 hits. So pretty cool as well. This run, we'll see what happens. It's gonna get a little bit dicey because this is where we get 3%ed. Okay, he's at a 1 turn, now he's at a 2 turn, and his turns increase every time you sleep him. But the issue is, if we 3% on the Strangle and he's at 1 turn and we don't get that Revive on Death at the right time, we lose because of a 3% chance to sleep, or 3% chance to not sleep, that is. And that's the most annoying thing in my eyes. But there's nothing we could do. I personally wish that Plarium just completely take out the 3% chance not to land a debuff. I think that's stupid RNG that they made. If you have the right amount of accuracy, there should be no reason why you shouldn't land a debuff. At least on PvE, right? They could do it to PvP. I don't care about PvP. If you want to do it for PvP, go ahead. But for PvE content, that 3%, most annoying thing in the world. And that's why I would lose this, is because of the 3%. So we're getting close to the wire here. We're about to win. Let's see what happens here. Boss is about to do damage, and there you go. So we got the win in 4 minutes. Not bad. So I've only done this like 5 times. It's 100% so far. So not bad. I'll go ahead and show you the gear. But this is how I'm getting my greater oils. You know, I want to get those big greater oil pots here. I want the superiors and I want the graders. So that's going to be huge for me because I'm trying to work on my arbiter here, for example. So my Arbiter, I just need some more of the superiors, and then I can go ahead and ascend this. I need 8 more superiors, and I can go ahead and ascend it and get 3 more speed, and then my Arbiter will be at 363 speed, so that's not bad. I don't get lucky with speed drops. I didn't get any new speed gear that helped me from this 3x speed event. Like, I kept getting speed gear, but none of it was getting speed for the substats. Was the most annoying thing in the world. But there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. I just get unlucky there. But yeah, so let me go ahead and show you the team that I just used. I'll show you the gear. So Pythion, he's just in my arena build. He's got stone skin and a speed set. Nothing crazy. 73k HP though. And the stats are high because this is endgame content. I'm an endgame player. As a free-to-play player, you need to have good gear. And if you don't have good gear, you just got to keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. Masteries, fully done. I went with resistance here, but that's because he's in my arena build. And then skills here, you have to make sure said skin's maxed and reviving is maxed. Do you need blessings? It would actually be extremely helpful if you have blessings. So for example, for me, if I had brimstone, it would make the run a lot faster and more successful, right? Like, for example, if she had high enough accuracy, which she doesn't right now, she's in just high regen, but if she had a 6-star blessing, that run would be like 2 minutes long possibly, because you just keep on landing that brimstone or that smite ability from brimstone. So anyways, she's in a regen set. It's not fully maxed out, but it's almost there. This is a really good regen, I will say. But skills, make sure that this is on a, if you can get it to a 4-turn, is actually really, really nice. But if you want to just do for 3-turn, this is the speed you'll need. But if you want to do stage 25, you have to have her as a 4-turn and don't fully book her on this ability. So stage 24, you can do a 3-turn. It's okay. But you got to try to speed tune it correctly, right? At stage 25, you got to have 312 speed, 4-turn cooldown. Don't fully book because it just doesn't work. I can't get her to work on stage 25. I can't figure it out. Or you just need ridiculous gear, even better than mine. And then this one doesn't matter at all. I don't even care about uncanny transfer. She does have a speed aura, which is nice. The masteries, I just went with HP, additional HP here. I don't need anything else. I don't want counterattacks. And then, yeah, so that's her. And then Elva, again, I have her in a general build more for arena. So this is gear from the Scarab Boss Untouchable set. We're looking for speed and resistance for her and HP and defense. But this is for arena, all right? So 273 speed. You need to get her to at least 270 speed. So between 270 and 275 speed is fine. Or actually, for this boss, at least 266 speed. So you want her to go faster than the boss. So I would say between like 266 and 273. But if you can hit this at 273, is probably going to be better for you. 469 resistance. That resistance is not necessary. You just need high HP, high defense, high speed. And then for her gear is not fully done. I just gotta max this one out. And then the gear's not ascended. Make sure you go ahead and book this skill and book this skill as well if you can help it. Try to get it to fully booked. And then for masteries, I went with resistance on her again. It's a arena build. Geomancer and Muckstalker are specifically built for this dungeon. So with my Geomancer, I don't need any other masteries. You don't want to go with the masteries that are going to increase your speed. It's just not necessary, okay? So you don't need this, and you don't need this. It's just not necessary. And this is not really necessary either, but if you want to copy this, you can. I just went with more accuracy just to make sure I can hit the thresholds and put reflex gear on him. Skills, fully booked. You really just need this one, the A3 fully booked. This doesn't even matter. This doesn't even matter either. And then for this, here's my gear. HP, accuracy, defense on the boot. And then just speed. This is triple speed here. Speed, accuracy, speed, accuracy. So you need speed and accuracy on these champions, Muckstalker and Geomancer. I got them at 219 speed, but again, you can do 215 speed all the way up to like 230 speed. It'd be fine. And you need at least 505 accuracy. So that's him. And then Muckstalker, last but not least, You need his strangle ability booked out. And does a blessing matter? No, it doesn't matter. But I put him in perception and a reflex set as well. I've got crit rate here. If this was defense percent would be better, but it's got triple speed and accuracy. HP with speed and accuracy. Speed with accuracy, HP, defense. And then up top, this isn't even fully done yet. This one's not fully done yet. We got triple accuracy there with the speed there. I'm hoping this lands on speed or HP percent. And then there's that. But yeah, so there's the builds. And then the masteries, again, I went down to Eagle Eye with him as well to hit the threshold for 505 plus. And that's the team, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the team in the comments down below. Please share the video. Please leave a thumbs up. And please subscribe if you appreciate this content. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you on a video soon. Peace.